Hi everybody, I'm Jordan Rolfus from Beagle Rampant Productions, and today is a celebration. That's right, this channel has been on YouTube for 10 years. We are celebrating our 10-year anniversary, so today I thought it would be fun to take a look at the entire story of Beagle Rampant Productions. We'll take a look at our past, our present, our future, and we'll also have some exclusive never-before-seen footage. And of course, we'll have one or two bloopers. I don't have too terribly many bloopers, but I got a couple for you guys. So thank you so much for watching this video and for hanging out with us on our 10-year anniversary party. Sit back, relax. This is going to be a very, very chill video. More chill than the usual videos I kind of make, because I didn't really rehearse any of this. I'm just kind of going off the cuff. We're going to have some fun today and have a nice celebration and some good times reminiscing about our channel's story and about our future. So sit back, relax, and we're going to have a great time today. So here's how the channel first got started. Around this time 10 years ago, I had 3 videos under my belt. One was my college thesis project. The other was a documentary promotional sort of thing that I did for INABIF in Peru. INABIF is kind of like their social services program and career development, something kind of like that. That's a way oversimplification of what they do, but that's the general gist. And I also had a documentary of the Dilkusha Boys School in Fiji. I taught at the Dilkusha Boys School in Fiji, so I went ahead and did a little documentary there, and I had these 3 videos underneath my belt, and I didn't really have an outlet to showcase them, so what's the point of making a video if no one is ever actually going to see it? So I decided from my Gmail account to go ahead and create this YouTube channel, Beagle Rampant Productions, and I'll go ahead and explain our goofy name. So I always loved the medieval heraldry symbols of the lion rampant, but the beagle has always been our family mascot, so I changed it from lion rampant to beagle rampant, and our logo, designed by the amazing and talented Doug Weiss. He went ahead and kind of kept the medieval thing going, and we have Beagle Rampant Productions. So that's how we got our goofy name. It makes it very difficult for people to understand what on earth I'm talking about, but it also keeps us kind of at the top of your alphabetical subscription list. So that's a small win that I am glad to have there. And I kind of figure that this channel would mostly be used to showcase a lot of my traveling adventures, and we do other stuff on the channel too, as you know, but I'll get to that in a little bit, how we started doing other stuff and developing that there, but yeah, I thought, okay, I'll use this to showcase a lot of my adventures. So in 2013, I went ahead and visited Bolivia, where I worked with the amazing reporter Alejandro Mendoza and the wonderful cinematographer Rene Quispe in recording the Telemarathon, which was supporting kids who were battling cancer. So that was a really great time. I absolutely loved Bolivia and worked with a lot of really great people down in Bolivia. Lovely country, lovely people. Can't say enough good things about Bolivia. And I decided to sort of also help support the Telemarathon on my channel. I'd go ahead and upload some of the videos that we were working on. And then in 2014, I went ahead and visited Morocco. And again, lovely country, absolutely adored the people and the scenery. Really great and amazing experience. And we did make a video in Morocco. And this is some never before seen footage right here. Yes, this video that I made with a really wonderful group in Saleh, kind of outside of the main capital of Rabat. This video here was really more like a video production exercise. It was basically like a class assignment or something, so I didn't think the finished product was actually good enough to really post in its entirety on YouTube, so you're just seeing a few exclusive snippets right now. No one else on the planet has seen these snippets, except, of course, for the people who, worked on the project there. But, yeah, so that's some exclusive content from Morocco there. Absolutely love Morocco. Beautiful country. Would go back in a heartbeat. And then in 2015... I went to Mongolia. And again, Fiji, Bolivia, Morocco, and Mongolia. This was all with the group Projects Abroad. Really great group. They help volunteers find placements and lodging in foreign countries, and you pick an amount of time you want to stay. It's a really great program, and I really have a lot of fun doing Projects Abroad trips. Mongolia, though, did present quite a few challenges for me. That's why I kind of never ever talk about it on the channel, is because I haven't found the right wording to, make it clear that I had some pretty significant and scary challenges in Mongolia, but also that I met some really great people that I still think about to this day. I can't really get in touch with them anymore because emails bounce back to me. I've tried, but they just bounce back to me for whatever reason. But, I worked for a company called NTV, not to be confused with MTV in the United States. NTV, I guess it's kind of like mostly their educational channel, and the lady I worked with, she was amazing. She was an absolute pleasure to work with. But man, we had so many hurdles that we had to overcome, and progress was just agonizingly slow because we had to get through all of these hurdles and approval here, approval there. People don't want to pay their bills. Sometimes, our own bills weren't looking as good as they could. It was a lot of challenges, but, God bless the manager, Shanae. She did a really good job of, she's a fighter, that there is a lot of really great hospitality and fighting spirit in Mongolia. There's also... I had challenges in Mongolia. Well, maybe one day I'll come and explain the whole Mongolia story. But that day's not today. We're celebrating 10 years of Beagle Rampant, and we're looking at exclusive never-before-seen footage, like some of these images of Mongolia. Yeah, I'm still trying to formulate and come up with a good way to describe my experiences in Mongolia that really showcases how amazing the good was and how serious the challenges and problems I had were, Yeah. Would I go back to Mongolia? Yes, and I would maybe do some different circumstances. Mongolia and me, we deserve another chance. We deserve another fair shot. I didn't do the country justice. I don't know. Anyway, in 2016, I got to visit Romania, and Romania was a really, really amazing experience. I absolutely loved it, and throughout Mongolia, Morocco, and Romania, I also went to Serbia during this time as well, and when I visited all of these great countries, I didn't really have a good vlogging or system like what I have today. I wasn't really in my vlogging kind of groove, and I didn't know what the best way to showcase a lot of my own traveling experiences. I didn't know what the best way to do that would have been. I mostly was doing documentaries. I was mostly showing someone else's story, and I didn't really know how to describe what I was experiencing and feeling myself at the time, so yeah, I didn't really have a good system. So right before I left for Romania, I decided, well, okay, I have these travel adventures, but I do want to discuss them, and I want to discuss them here on YouTube, so I went ahead and uploaded my desk travel profile series, and my first one of those was for Morocco, and it seemed to do pretty well. I got a few comments there on that video, so yeah, really nice feedback there, and I definitely appreciated that, but you know, that just doesn't really have the oomph that I would like, but yeah, so I had my travel video for Morocco, and I was also starting to realize, hey, you know, traveling is expensive, and I don't really get to travel as much or as frequently as I would like, you know, but I have this really amazing retro video gaming collection, and there's not any video gaming YouTubers out there, so I'll go ahead and not only talk about my travel, but I'll also talk about retro video games. That way I can stretch out some more content in between adventures there. So that's how the Game Profile series started. This was around 2016, right before I left for Romania. And in Romania, of course, really great country, absolutely loved it, and had some really great co-volunteers there as well. Some really great people. We were a tight-knit group there. Really loved the adventures I had in Romania. That was a very nice time there. And then, of course, with my family, we were also going to Disney quite a bit. We love Disney World. We're huge Disney fans. We love going to Disney World and hanging out and chilling and seeing all the fun things they got. Disney World's fun. But I didn't really get my vlogging groove. I had a little bit of vlogging done in 2016. I wonder if I still have some of that footage. I might have a little bit of that footage. If so, you're seeing it now. If not, I should just shut up. But I got into my vlogging groove in like 2017. That was when I decided, okay, this is a system I can do, just my normal system of not shutting up. I like to talk. I can ramble all day long. And I'm going to try to make this video not as rambly here, but yeah, it was around 2017 that I got into my stride with the vlogging there. And 2018, of course, was when I went to Argentina with the API, Academics Program International, even though me in college was a very, very long time from that point. And that was a really amazing experience, and to this day, my Buenos Aires video is the most popular one on the channel, and that leads us to another discussion. I have no idea what is going to make a video successful or not. When I uploaded the Buenos Aires video, I thought no one would watch it. Right now, I think I'm up to like 30,000 views on it. I never thought my channel would get that kind of feedback. God bless Buenos Aires, God bless the Porteños, and God bless all of Argentina. That was the confidence booster that I really needed. So our channel is alive and healthy because of the good people down in Argentina there, so God bless you. Yeah, I have no idea. And I tacked on teaching in Buenos Aires because initially my trip was going to be for just Antarctica, but I wanted to do some teaching in Buenos Aires as well. So yeah, it was Antarctica and adding on some time teaching in Buenos Aires. And the Antarctica video isn't really... I mean, it's doing fine, but I thought it would be doing so much better than it is. It's, you know, it's funny because the video I uploaded, I think I named it, Should You Visit Antarctica? you know, that was the video that I wanted to exist when I was planning this trip. Like, I answer the questions that nobody else was answering about Antarctica, and it's so weird that that video isn't getting views, but Buenos Aires is. You know, I'm glad Buenos Aires is getting the views that it is, but it's just weird that, like, people aren't watching the Antarctica videos. I mean, there's a small percentage of people that went to Antarctica, and I am very blessed and very thankful that I am one of those lucky and blessed people to be able to do that. And yeah, let's see, 2019, yeah, a lot of this was me doing a lot of solo volunteer travel, and I still want to do some more of that. But Buenos Aires teaching with API was my most recent one, and my neighbor is wheeling up the garbage can. Garbage day was today, so we'll hear some neighbors wheeling up garbage cans there. But, yeah, I still want to do some more solo volunteer travel, but now we're starting to do a lot of international travel as a family with Squeakdoo, Raggy, and Romdoo, who you've seen quite a bit on the channel here. And 2019, Rami and Squeakdoo and I went to Tokyo Disney, and Squeakdoo and I stayed and did some of the other fun things in Japan, Universal Osaka, and we hung out in Shinjuku for a little while. Of course, we got typhooned. That is the thing with me and travel. I travel a lot, and I love to travel, but my gosh, my luck with weather and travel is, if you're traveling with me, you're going to have bad luck with weather. I have a permanent rain cloud over me, and apparently the rain cloud makes me sweat, too. I've done like 6 takes of this video because I just kept getting sweaty, but whatever, that's neither here nor there. So 2019 we went to Japan, and right around when we got back from Japan, there was this whole business with COPPA. COPPA, the Child Online Privacy Protection Act, was updating some of its craziness, I guess you could say, or YouTube was updating its policies to better comply with COPPA, and that's where we have the whole thing of you have to determine whether or not your video is made for kids or not made for kids. And it was a whole bunch of craziness. My channel, Beagle Rampant, we haven't really been... I shouldn't really say that. Beagle Rampant was affected by the change in COPPA, and not for the better. It didn't completely demolish us like I kind of thought it would, but yeah, you may have noticed I didn't show too much of the earlier documentaries I was talking about. Well, that's because those contained minors, and with the updated COPPA policy, I have to put anything that prominently features minors as being made for kids. So, and that also limits the video's visibility, and the Diokusha Boys video was like right in the target zone for that. So, and I was getting a lot of good feedback and a lot of good views, and that pretty much killed that video's progress. So, yeah, COPPA did come for us, and it did hurt. It didn't hurt as bad as, Doraemon, as he fell to the ground there, but, yeah, it didn't hurt as bad as I thought it would for the channel with all of our Disney trips and stuff, but, yeah, it still hurt. It was a pretty big blow. And then, at the beginning of 2020, in February of 2020, we went on a Disney cruise. We started exploring the Disney cruise life, and I've gotten a lot of fellow subscribers because of our adventures on the Disney Magic, and a lot of really great comments about that. So, I'm really happy for all of that positive feedback. And this was right before the pandemic came, and really messed up the entire planet. The entire planet was suffering during the pandemic. In terms of the YouTube channel Beagle Rampant Productions, the pandemic didn't completely destroy us, because I was actually working on the Tokyo videos during this time. I was a little worried, like, oh, is it going to be in weird taste to upload these videos when Tokyo Disney is closed because of a global health crisis? But I kind of figured, people want the escapism anyway, so I went ahead and uploaded those videos, and the reason why I had such a horrible backlog was because I didn't have my System 76 Linux computer here. I was working on the MacBook Pro that I had since 2007. So to do a 30-minute vlog in regular high-definition resolution would take almost a day to export on my old machine. Now, I mean, I'm also trying to flirt with completely switching to 4K. I'm not entirely there yet. This video isn't going to be 4K, but this computer here, my Linux Ubuntu laptop, this can export a 4K video in about 5 hours, with a duration of 30 minutes. So, yeah, that's really impressive, and I made this switch, the computer switch, in July of 2020. Really happy with Ubuntu, although I upgraded to 22.04 a couple weeks ago, and do any of you guys like Ubuntu 22.04? Any Linux users watching this? I'm having some trouble with it, and I changed my desktop environment, and it's... I don't know. I might be distro hopping. I might switch to Fedora or something. Because I'm pretty computer illiterate, so switching to Fedora would be a really good move on my part there. So, really though, the biggest thing that kind of upset me with being a smaller YouTuber in 2020 was YouTube's monetary policy changes. So, nowadays, people could potentially see ads before my videos. My channel is not monetized. I don't receive a dime for any of the work that I do here on YouTube, but YouTube updated their policy to where certain videos on smaller channels that aren't even receiving any money can still have ads played before them, and that's just really frustrating to me. In fact, if you guys wanted to watch my channel using an ad blocker, I know ad blockers, you can't really do private internet browsing with browser extensions and ad blockers, but it would be a good way to stick it to this really horrible YouTube policy. And yeah, I don't receive a dime for any of the work that I do on YouTube. I feel very slighted by this unfair policy that is just kind of a big middle finger to the smaller YouTube channels. And I'll go further. Any product you see advertised on my channel, I do not know what it is, and I do not endorse it. So none of the ads you see before my videos, on those small videos that garnered enough attention to get ads before them, I don't endorse any of that. I don't like this policy. It's just a big kick in the gut to the smaller YouTubers. So that is a very negative development for YouTube in 2020. Yeah, and that's pretty much it for the history. I did share last year and at Christmas of 21 some adventures we've had down in Mississippi to visit my grandmother, and she passed away in July of 2022. So yeah, thank you guys for the love and support that you've shown us during that process, and I've gotten a lot of good comments and feedback for the Mississippi vlogs, but I gotta be honest, Mississippi fans and Mississippi residents, I don't know if we'll be able to get back to Mississippi too much, just because it may be too painful for us. We may get back there in a couple of years. We need the wound to heal a little bit before we would consider really going back to Mississippi, but your love and support throughout that whole process I have definitely appreciated. So that's the history of Beagle Rampant Productions. What does the present look like? Well, you should really hit that subscribe button, like, right now if you haven't already, because we're going to have a lot of content coming this year. There's going to be Adventures in New Orleans coming up, another Disney cruise. I haven't been out of the country since the pre-pandemic 2020, and so there's a lot of really great content coming. I'm going to be very, very busy in the next couple of months, so it's going to be a whirlwind for me to get everything finished, but there's a lot of content coming from Beagle Rampant Productions. We do Let's Plays. I forgot to mention that in our history. That was around 2017, 2018. I started doing some Let's Plays, and with Squeak Doo. Squeak Doo, she's always a great time to hang out with and play some games with, and we're gonna do some more LPs. There's a lot of great content coming right now, so hit that subscribe button. Usually when I tell you to subscribe, it's just kind of like going through the motions, and I don't really have too much to actually offer. Today, I got stuff to offer, so hit that subscribe button. And what does the future for Beagle Rampant look like? I mean, I don't really check my analytics because it just kind of makes me sad. Like, the state of the channel, I love making content and I love the community that we have. The state of the channel's not good. Like, I have content coming, I love making the content and I get excited about it, and the feedback I get, our numbers suck. Our numbers are awful. And the feedback I do get, I appreciate, and it's very heartfelt and sincere. Like, a Beagle Rampant fan really is the best fan of any YouTuber in the world because they mean it. Like, you guys are passionate. You care about what I'm yammering about and uploading. But number-wise, in terms of the algorithm and the numbers and the tech giant colossalness of everything, the channel's not doing good. And, I mean, no one to blame but myself on that. I'm not good at the social of the social media. So, I don't know. Our numbers aren't great, and that's not going to stop me. I'm just going to keep doing the content, and I'm going to keep loving the conversations that we have and hold my fans to the highest esteem. So, our future, our numbers aren't great right now. And I kind of don't care, because we have great content, and we have a great community. So, we're going to move forward. The future is still bright, even though our numbers are in the toilet. So that's basically what the future of Beagle Rampant is looking like there. I made notes on stuff I wanted to talk about, like comments. Yeah, I love a lot of the positive comments I've gotten. I have received a lot of negative comments on a video. This particular video would be the travel profile, me sitting at a desk, talking about Serbia, because remember, I didn't really have my vlogging shoes, my vlogging rhythm down too good when I visited Romania and Serbia. I said stupid things in that video. I said stupid things that I didn't really research, and I didn't really think how that would affect a lot of people watching it, and I said stupid things. There was no need for the comments that came out, and so I just deleted that video. So, the comments were so bad on that one, I just went ahead and deleted it, but I've had some very nice comments, and a lot of comments talking about how weird the music for the channel is, and I do a lot of the music myself on the channel, and I don't actually know what I'm doing musically, so, there's that, but, overall, though, I love the comments and feedback that I get. I will say I made a video asking people to ask me questions, and nobody actually did, and, I can't say that I'm really surprised that nobody did, because we have engagement problems, but I am kind of hurt that, like, nobody, after watching a 1-minute video, would ask me just one little question. Okay, yeah, that was a little hurtful, but, be that as it may, I guess nobody has any questions. And let's be real, if you ask questions in the comments section of this video, I may not be able to get to them too quickly because we got a lot of stuff coming up on the channel here. And, of course, I promised you guys some outtakes. And, you know, Beagle Rampant doesn't have too much in the way of outtakes. Since I was working mostly with an old MacBook that didn't run too good, you know, I had to kind of sweep the cutting room floor as quickly as possible to create more room for my hard drive and stuff. So, and it's not really a problem on my new Linux machine here, but, by and large, I'm still in that habit, but a lot of my outtakes actually happen when I'm hanging out with Squeakdoo. And it's not because Squeakdoo is always messing up or anything like that. It's kind of like something crazy happens and she says, oh, you should save that for some Beagle Rampant outtakes. So we have one here of us just sort of hanging out and rambling at Universal Osaka.
You can hear his thoughts. Stupid, sexy Potter.
Stupid, sexy Potter.
Like the scene from The Simpsons.
Yep. Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Oh, mercy. Yeah. So I probably actually edited this like 3 minutes ago, but...
This could be your extra footage for Patreons.
Yeah, I would never do a Patreon, though.
Aww.
Yeah.
Now, see if you do like a Patreon in a few years and that clip comes out, it'll bite you.
Yeah, no.
Said he would never do it. Fake, phony.
Fake, phony, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I would never do a Patreon, like, at this point. I would need, like, things would need to change, I'll put it more like that, to get me at a place where I can feel comfortable to do that. Yeah, a lot's gonna need to change, though.
A lot of channels grow up before my eyes, you know? Like pushing up roses.
Yeah, people say she's a small YouTuber, and it's like, dude...
I'd say she's grown from small to medium size.
Dude, no, she's a large scale. Like, if you say I like small YouTubers and you don't watch me, you don't like small YouTubers. And when I go ahead and do a Let's Play, my system for doing Let's Plays is, kind of janky. It's a weird and complicated system, but we use a clapboard to sync microphone audio with in-game audio. It's a weird system I have, but I think it kind of works. But sometimes when I'm trying to plug things in and make sure they're getting right and ready to go, sometimes Squeakdoo decides to, you know, have some fun hanging out with the clapboard.
It had white text up there. It's there.
Why? Yeah, what? Psyduck! What does that say?
It's much too little.
Yeah.
Nom, nom, nom. On the clapboard. Feed me your content.
And at Beagle Rampant, we don't really have the blessing of space when we record much of anything, especially Let's Plays, so, sometimes things happen with recording equipment and things get bumped. Step of light flashes. Okay, guys, we might be back after some wandering. And Squeakdoo found the tripod there.
Well, you said it so close to me.
I do! So in essence, Beagle Rampant Productions, we're kind of a family business in a lot of ways. I have Rami, Raggy, and Squeakdoo, and so many of my great ideas aren't really my great ideas. They come from Rami, Raggy, or Squeakdoo. Squeakdoo kind of has maybe the highest track record of the best ideas for the channel, and that could just be, you know, she vibes real good with the internet, you know, she knows what the kids are up to way better than me. Squeakdoo is actually older than me. Did you guys know that? She's 5 years older than me, so a lot of people think, you know, we look very similar, but, and some people have actually mistaken us for twins, but the ones who don't tend to think I'm older, but no, she's actually older than I am, so, yeah, but, you know, the Rolfus family, all of us, coming together, I couldn't we've gone 10 years with Beagle Rampant Productions. I couldn't have gone 10 minutes without the amazing support of Rami, Raggy, Squeakdoo, and of course, all the other members of my family as well. This has been it's been a family business by and large, and I really appreciate all of the love and support that my family has given me through this time, and I love and appreciate the support from you guys, the viewers of Beagle Rampant Productions. We're a small team, but we're an amazing team. You're the best fans of any YouTuber in the entire world. I'm going to keep making videos and making content. I'm going to keep loving you guys. Thank you so much for watching. You know, like this video, comment, subscribe because we got some good stuff coming, and God bless you guys for hanging out with me and for making this dream a reality. You know, I didn't know, is this going to work? And anyone looking at the numbers could make the argument that it isn't working, but I disagree. We make fun content, and we make content that really speaks to people, and people like hanging out with us. So, yeah, I love everything about this, and I can't wait to see 10, 20, 30 more years. You guys are the best. Thank you for making these 10 years so amazing, and we've got a whole lot of great content coming up. I'm JornVonBeagle from Beagle Rampant Productions, and let's have another great decade ahead of us. Bye!